legally it can't be done this the way that Bob suggests, or that's not normally, in other words, you're trying to follow all the laws and guidelines. Is that where you come from on this, or could it be done this other way?
Well, for one, the county does not have a history of going through this process. So we follow our transportation leaders with Caltrans to follow guidelines. And this is the direction that we've been given from them. We've already done the data and information. We've done the trenching, one trench to find out whether there is going to be something over there. The next step is to do the complete excavation over there. I do see your point as to whether we should try to do this before we secure right-of-way, but we need to have right-of-way in order to do the work. So somehow we need to have access to the land in order to do this, if that's what you're suggesting. Well, and we still have to acquire the same land and pay probably the same price for it.
All you need is permission.
But I have a question, just a fast statement.
Wait a minute. No, we don't do the yelling from the audience. But
bear with us. We'll get if you would like. I'd be happy to contact local assistants during the lunch hour and try to get a better answer for you.
I appreciate it.
Because right now, I don't think I'm giving you the answer you want, and I'm just telling you based on my knowledge of the process.
Yeah, I'd be more comfortable if you had time to find out the answer.
Okay.
I really appreciate it.
Okay, and I think it's extremely important. We don't take what's going on lightly here. Eminent domain is the ultimate power, but I do think this is a necessary project, and I've said that before. But we do want to get the process right to make sure it's fair for everyone else. And I'll make a phone call at lunch, and we have a meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I suggest we hear from these people, and I think we need to take lunch.
Okay.
And back, and we have plenty of time.
Okay.
I am diabetic, and I cannot go too long without.
Okay, I'll open up the public testimony portion of the public hearing again.
As my attorney friends say, I'm going to practice a little lawyerism. First of all, their memorandum of agreement that they keep throwing around, giving them the authority to do blah, 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 blah. Do you know who signed that? The archaeologists that they paid to go in there and dig around. Now, is that a conflict of interest? And it's not even legal. It has to be signed by a tribal representative. This is not even legal, guys. And as far as being able to go in on these properties to do further archaeological work, we'd be happy to sign documents giving them the authority to get on those properties. I think you're correct in that cart before the horse and spending all that money to find that that's a major burial site. Needs to be done first. Thank you.
Lori Pritchett again, and I promise I'll be quick, George. First off, I didn't get to say it last time, Ron. Yes, the Rogers property and my property are in the Williamson Act.
So I just shake the hand.
Yeah, so I thought I'd better get that on record for you. And I'm going to piggyback on what my mother just said, and I will follow what Mr. Woods said. Yes, there was a document that went out at one point in time for a secondary lease agreement for them to be able to go onto my property and do this phase 3. And I never heard back from them. I signed it, I sent it back, they never signed it and sent it back to me. I am more than willing to sign a lease document for them to go in and do the phase 3 excavation and find out, is there anything more there? They dug one trench and they found a body and they immediately had to stop. One trench, one body. What if you start digging 3 or 4 more trenches? What are we going to find? We don't know. And yes, Mr. Williams, there is a possibility that there is going to be a significant, I have it in the Caltrans documents here, that if there is a significant site, more than one burial, it could be a, quote, deal breaker. I'm more than willing to let them go onto the property, do the phase 3 before the acquisition. Thank you.